837-7677. Here's Steve.
Okay, for the Falcons coming in tonight under Coach Stuart Davis, 9-6 record, 6-2 overall, Section 4 3A. Starting tonight at forward we don't have the heights and weights here, so sorry, but number 3, Demarion Brown. Starting at guard, number 11, Cedric Harrison. Starting at guard, number 14, a senior, Chance Zapikoski. At forward, a sophomore, number 21, Harlan Davis. And also at forward, number 24, Tyler Weibel. For the Red Raiders, coming in 9-5 for Coach Rob Kesmarki, 7-1 in Section 3 4A. Starting at forward, number 00, a 6'2 senior, Christian Perkins. At guard, a 5'10 freshman, number 3, Calvin Winfrey. At guard, a 6' junior, number 5, Bakari Wallace. At guard, a 5'10 freshman, Notorious Grooms. And at forward, a 5'11 junior, number 23, Tanner Uphold.
Steve, worth mentioning again, it's been since 2004 that these two schools have met during a high school boys basketball game. They actually played in the same section during both the 02-03 and the 03-04 season. Uniontown won 3 of those 4 meetings. The only Brownsville win occurred on January the 17th of 2003. That Uniontown team actually went 20-3 that year. That was the only conference loss the Red Raiders suffered all season. Brownsville actually finished 7-7 in conference play. Missed out on the playoffs. They took only the top 3 in Uniontown, Yock, and Waynesburg. All qualified for the postseason. The Red Raiders were seeded number 2 in the AAA playoffs, and after a first-round bye, Uniontown fell in the 03 quarterfinals to Hampton, 63-48. So the Falcons did have a little success against the Red Raiders the last time these two schools played in the same conference.
Well, I don't think any of those kids were born when that game was going on, were they?
No, you figure that was 04, and you're looking now at 2022, so about 18 years ago.
Yeah. So those kids, that's old history. They're not concerned about that. But what I tell you, from what I could see so far, warming up, Brownsville looks a little bigger than I thought they would be. They got some athletes over there, and we'll see how they match up against the Red Raiders. And Red Raiders, again, playing some terrific basketball. They lost last night, but to LH, and everybody's losing LH this year. So that's nothing to get too upset about if you're Coach Kesmarski. And like we heard the pregame, he had to be pleased with the effort from their kids last night. I watched it from the airport, and I was pretty impressed as well. They
actually cut it to 7 at one point in the second half.
Yeah. So it was pretty good, and good atmosphere, pretty big crowd. But starting tonight, not as many people in the house. There's still some people here, but not like it was last night.
I wonder how many people got the memo, though, that was a 6:30 start.
That's the other thing, yeah. I mean, if you wouldn't have called me, I'd have probably been just rolled in right now. So, but no, it's but the cheerleaders are here. They got their Hawaiian leis on, so it must be a Hawaiian theme. You got your band is playing, doing a good job. So still trying to get a little bit of atmosphere here. So it should be a good night on a cold night for some high school basketball.
Also have to send out congratulations on the Brownsville girls program, Steve. Emma Cito joined her sisters Maris and Allie as the 3rd sibling to go over 1,000 career points at Brownsville. She did that last night. Congratulations to the whole Cito family. Quite an accomplishment there to have 3 sisters all over 1,000 career points.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I don't know if you noticed it all as well, Steve, this week. Uniontown and Washington, of course, had the WPIAL record for win streak during the course of WPIAL high school basketball seasons. Uniontown did it from 63 through 65. Washington did it in the 1980s. That streak could end tomorrow night. Our Lady of Sacred Heart tied those two schools on Tuesday, and they have a chance to break both Uniontown and Washington streak tomorrow night. The only thing I'll say about that, Steve, Uniontown and Washington boundary schools, Our Lady of Sacred Heart, a non-boundary school.
Okay, there you go. So what are you saying? There's a little recruiting going on, maybe?
I'm just saying that you have to put that in check, that you have traditional public schools, Uniontown and Washington, that set those streaks, and now a private school that's going for it tomorrow night. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this. Uniontown hosting Brownsville here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279. Well-qualified individual, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year, with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Brian Rozak and Steve Suberg back here at Uniontown High School. The Brownsville Falcons have been introduced. Now Uniontown being introduced. The Red Raiders bench across the court to our right. Brownsville's bench across the court to our left. Red Raiders in the home whites, maroon numbers. Brownsville in their away blacks with yellow numbers and a little bit of white trim in there as well. We're just about set to go. Stuart Davis's Brownsville Falcons and Uniontown's Rob Kesmarski's Uniontown Red Raiders. I think we're going to see a competitive game tonight, Steve.
Well, at least from watching warm-up, we always try to get a gauge, especially a team we haven't seen in a while. And, Brownsville definitely looks pretty good. So at least warming up. So let's see what happens.
Referees tonight, Jake Miller, Dan Butler, and Brad Yeoman. Local crew. Jake Miller, the head official. We saw Jake, was that last Friday, Steve, for the Laurel Highlands game?
Yes,
against Norwin.
Yes,
was on that crew. Cedric Harrison in the center circle for Brownsville. He'll jump against Tanner Uphold.
Okay, let's see what happens.
And Jake will toss it up, and are underway, and the tap controlled back, but it's Bakari Wallace is able to pick it up there for Uniontown in the corner to Notorious. Up top, Calvin Winfrey sent back on the near side there to Uphold. Switches back here with Calvin, was fronted there by Chance Zapakowski, and a couple of opportunities there for Perkins down on the blocks. And Brownsville out of the pack with a rebound.
Perkins got away with a tackle there as he tackled Zapakowski trying to get the rebound, and then Davis came out of there with it.
Three up top, in and out there from Harlan Davis, his dad, an assistant coach on this Brownsville team. Here's Winfrey playing catch there with Uphold, set in the near corner. Bakari Wallace line drive, 3 attempt, no good on the backside. Tyler Weibel, the rebound there for Brownsville, across to Demarion Brown. He had a big game on Tuesday against McGuffey. Back on the near wing, a head fake. Cedric Harrison back to Brown between the circles. The 5'9 junior guard came in averaging 10 points and 5 rebounds a game. Switches back here with Harlan Davis. Off to his left again to Zapikoski. We'll try to get that name right throughout the course of the evening. Now Harrison trying to spin off of Wallace. Got too deep. Kicks it back in the corner. 3 on the way and good. And that is Chance Zapikoski, the 5'9 senior, draining it for Brownsville as the Falcons strike first. And a 3-0 lead for Brownsville early on.
Brownsville did a good job of moving that ball around the outside of the man-to-man defense from the Red Raiders.
Up top, Calvin Winfrey playing catch there with Grooms. Calvin on it again, a little floater from the foul line. He was fouled there by Brown. They tell me, Steve, it's Demarion Brown.
Demarion, okay.
Yeah, try to get that right as well.
And he gets a foul. He hit Calvin Winfrey from the backside, hit him on the back as he was trying that floater in the lane.
First of 2 free throws from Calvin, spinning out. Calvin came in 20 of 37 from the foul line, 54% Uniontown as a team, 156 of 264. Red Raiders down 3-0 here early on. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios as Winfrey misses both free throws and Brownsville with a rebound. Going to be Zapikoski out of his own zone here for Brownsville. Picked up there by Winfrey. Off to his left to Brown. Posting now up top, Harlan Davis. Near wing again to Tyler Weibel. Back up top, Davis for 3. Misses there. Battle for the rebound. Weibel able to keep it alive there for Brownsville. Edge of the zone. Zapikoski, far wing. Brown with the 3. It's good. So 3s from Brown and Zapikoski early on, and Brownsville 6 unanswered out of the gate, Steve.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Falcons. Just moving around. Got a couple shots, couple of very fortunate bounces on the rebounds, and they get another look and 6-0.
Here's Uphold leaning, missing. Ball loose underneath, controlled there by Harlan Dare. Check that, Cedric Harrison for Brownsville. Harrison pulled down the rebound. Pull it back to Zapikoski. Switches here with Weibel. Weibel working off to his right. Now back to Brown. Brown on the drive, floats it up and in. So an 8-0 run to start the game for Brownsville. Timeout Uniontown. 5:08 left here in the first. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When you're hurt or need help with a legal matter, call the law office of Lisa J. Boudet. With 30 years' experience and included in Best Lawyers in America, Attorney Boudet specializes in helping the hurt in matters of personal injury, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, as well as deeds, wills, estates, and power of attorney with a free initial consultation. For more information, phone 724-938-1355 or visit BoudetLaw.com. Attorney Lisa J. Boudet with a new location, 304 3rd Street in California.
Casey Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home-cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings.
As we come back, Tanner Uphold drains a 3 for Uniontown. Red Raiders needed that. They're down 8-3. And they get into their press, which is broken across there by Brown. Sent back in the corner. High arcing 3, no good. Weibel, and Uniontown the rebound underneath. Perkins sending it off to Winfrey and across. Winfrey near wing. Uphold coming near baseline underneath. Uphold drives and scores. So a quick 5 points from Uphold in Uniontown, and they're right back to within 3, Steve, at 8-5. And Weibel on the far side turns it over there for Brownsville. Grooms back on it here for the Red Raiders. Floats it near side. Winfrey for 3 in the tie. Off the front of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Uphold keeps it alive. Back to Grooms underneath. Notorious fighting for positioning. And he'll draw a foul underneath.
And whatever Coach K said in that timeout seemed to spark the Red Raiders, didn't it?
I agree, yes.
And that foul. And Grooms got away with one there. He was actually he fumbled that ball, but it was the official on it said it was, if you don't have control of it, you can't walk with it. So he got fortunate that ball was got loose on him there, and he didn't get called for the travel.
First foul went on Brown. Second foul went on Harlan Davis. Now Davis will check out. Grooms made the first free throw, so it's a 6-0 mini run for the Red Raiders after Brownsville started off the game on an 8-0 run, and now Grooms makes the second free throw, so Uniontown back to within one at 8-7, and they're back in their 2-2-1 press, trying to force a turnover here. Brownsville floats it across to Elijah Brown, who just entered the game. Put back on the near wing to Cedric Harrison. Now between the circles again, a chance. Zapikoski. Near wing again, Harrison. Also into the game, Aiden Teeter, number 33, another one of Brownsville's top scorers on the season. Falcons have it down low there. Brown back out on the wing. 3-ball on the way in and out from Zapikoski. Goes back in the corner, saved by Brown. Back to Zapikoski again. It reloads and connects this time. Second made 3 of the opening quarter for Chance Zapikoski. And the Brownsville Falcons go up 4 over Uniontown at 11-7. 3:30 left here in the first. Perkins down on the blocks. Little ball fake. Now goes strong and gets it to go. Christian Perkins.
Well, good strong move by Perkins. And this first time, seeing this Teeter kid, he's one of the few guys as big as Perkins.
Wallace forces the steal. Give and go with Grooms. Wallace gets it back and lays it up and in. Bakari Wallace held without a rebound last night against Laurel Highlands. Ties this game up at 11. 3:03 left here in the first. Near side, Zapikoski. Coming near baseline, got pinned up, able to keep it alive, though, back to Cedric Harrison. He tried to dump it down low to Brown. Got deflected out of bounds, ruled off of Uniontown and out, and will stay with the Falcons here in the Red Raiders zone.
Coach K did not like that call, and that was one of those 50-50s, wasn't it?
Correct.
Both players probably tipped at the same time, could have went either way.
Elijah Brown setting it down low. That's Aiden Teeter was double-teamed, got deflected back to Brown here on the near side. Elijah Brown trying to keep it back alive, floats it out near side to Damarian Brown. To pull it back to Zapikoski again, looking for another 3. This one too strong, and I'll pull the rebound here on the near side, looking for the outlet pass down to Grooms. He got too deep, slipped back, and he's called for the travel. Could have been dangerous there, Steve, for Torrey.
Yeah, he got a little too far underneath the basket, and he kind of pulled up, and he looked like he kind of jarred himself there. Hopefully he's okay.
Brownsville will take a timeout. 2:33 left here in the first, tied at 11. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
So we come back, quick 2 for Aiden Teeter on the Brownsville side. Falcons go back on top by 2 at 13-11. 2:11 left here in the first. Coming back, Winfrey. Floater rattled home for Calvin Winfrey III. His first 2 of the game. We're tied at 13. Good end-to-end action so far, Steve.
Yeah.
Here's Teeter in front of the Uniontown bench. He's pressured. Ball comes loose. Red Raiders find it. Numbers coming back. Up pole, sending it down the court to Grooms. Couldn't get the shot to go. Good defense there from Damarian Brown. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Brownsville's basketball.
Nice recovery there by Brown. The pass got out, and Grooms just got a little ahead of everybody, and he got caught from behind. But good defensive recovery by the Falcons.
Red Raiders again press. It'll be Elijah Brown bringing it across. A little touch on the far side there from Zapikoski. Down low and almost the and one underneath for Elijah Brown. Shot wouldn't drop, but he was fouled in the process. They'll have 2 free throws upcoming.
Yeah, Brown took just a fraction too long to get that shot off, but pretty good job by him. And that foul goes on Wallace.
First of 2 free throws here for Brown. Averages 3 points a game, 5'9" junior. It's no good. The game remains all knotted up at 13. Red Raiders off tomorrow, and then they'll take on Montour in the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic on Saturday. Second of 2 free throws. Again, no good there from Brown. Uniontown with the rebound. Back across Grooms. And Torres up top, sending it out to Bakari Wallace. Tried to get it back to Grooms. Pass got intercepted. That's Demarion Brown with the intercept. Sent it down low to Teeter, trying to post up there on McLee. Couldn't get the shot to go. Good defense there from Kadrian McLee. And ruled off of Uniontown going out. So once again, Brownsville will keep possession here in the Uniontown zone.
That last turnover, Winfrey threw it a little give and go there, threw it back to Grooms, who turned his head, didn't see the pass coming.
2 Browns play catch. Elijah back to Demarion. The far side, Zapikoski down to Aiden Teeter. Got blocked there by McLee. Deflected into the hands of Winfrey. And Calvin Winfrey back across here for Uniontown. Switches back with Bakari Wallace. Touch from Townsend. Near side, Calvin. Now Townsend again. High arcing 3. Good for Evan Townsend. That's his spot there, Steve, on the wing. And the Red Raiders go up 3 at 16-13.
Yeah, he's catch and shooter. He's pretty good at it.
40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Zapikoski up top. Here on the near wing. Switches back here with Cedric Harrison. Harrison, offensive foul. Called for the charge. Sent down Bakari Wallace.
A good job by Wallace. Get position. Slid in there. And Harrison not only knocked him over, gave him a little forearm and
a forearm shiver there, Steve.
A little bit extra on that knockdown. Made a pretty easy call for the official there. I think it was Brad Yeoman on the call.
His first personal foul, Harrison's third team foul. Bakari up top, over to Grooms. Pass was deflected there by Brown, saved by Townsend. Inside to McLee. Slices got blocked by Teeter. Deflected in the hands of Zapikoski. Chance back through center. Now 3 seconds left in the quarter. Swung over to Brown, who drives, put it off the glass, and count at the and one at the buzzer. So Demarion Brown an opportunity to tie this game here at the free throw line in the opening quarter.
I think that foul's going to be on Wallace. I believe it is.
We'll wait for it to get posted.
Second.
Yep. The 2 on Bakari, fouled out last night against Laurel Highlands.
Pretty good job by Brown that realized the time was running out, and he was able to get that shot and the foul right as time expired.
With no one on the line, a free throw attempt here for Brown to tie the game at 16. It's on the way and good. So after one, we're knotted up at 16. Uniontown and Brownsville back with a second and 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back here at Uniontown High School, good game so far. Tied up at 16. Uniontown and Brownsville. Falcons with the basketball, working left to right as we describe it. To start the second quarter, Chance Zapikoski will send it in to Demarion Brown.
Good game so far. Both teams playing pretty well.
We expected that. They've had nice starts to the season. Brownsville at 9-6, 6-2 in the conference. Uniontown at 9-5, 7-1 in conference play. It's been nip and tuck so far. Marion Brown back into the corner. 3, Harlan Davis off the side of the rim, no good. Winfrey had the rebound, threw it back underneath. And intercepted there by Zapikoski, who's got off to a nice start with 2 made threes, and he drew the foul there on Perkins.
That was a good job by Zapikoski. Got in there. He was too far under the basket and really didn't have much of a chance there, but he leaned into Perkins and drew the foul. And that was a heady play by by him.
First foul on Christian. Third team foul on the Red Raiders, and Zapikoski makes the first of 2 free throws to give Brownsville a 1-point lead at 17-16.
And if Christian would have realized where he was on the floor, he might have let Zapikoski go. He probably would have fell down backwards because he was leaning back in, didn't have much of a chance to put up a shot.
Second of 2 free throws, good again there for Zapikoski. 18-16 Falcons over the Red Raiders, 7:33 left before halftime. Wallace playing catch with Uphold. Uphold pulls back here, edge of the zone. Calvin Winfrey III off to his left. A little mini weave up top there with Grooms touched by Uphold. A little juggle regains in front of the Brownsville bench. Resets high on the right. Between the circles now to Bakari Wallace.
Zone defense for the Falcons.
And driving in from the far side. Floater off the glass and good for Notorious Grooms. His first field goal of the game. He has 4. Red Raiders and Brownsville now tied at 18. 7:02 left before halftime. High arcing 3. Good again. Tyler Weibel connecting from the outside. His first points of the night come from outside the arc, and that's the 4th made 3, Steve, on the Falcons side. Grooms trying to answer back. His 3 rattles out. Perkins, the offensive rebound, trying to keep it alive. Battles down on the blocks. Look for a kick out. Saved there by Winfrey. Bounce back over to Grooms. Down low, Wallace gets the basket to go, and one on the near block. Great ball movement out of the Red Raiders, and Wallace with a finish.
See who they call it on. That's on Tarpley, I believe. Yeah, that's first. He just checked in. He's a big kid there. He comes out, but
6'4" junior forward actually averages 6.8 points a game for the Falcons. They get pretty good bench production between Tarpley and Teeter. Now the free throw, no good from Bakari Wallace. That could have tied the game. Brownsville the rebound. It'll be Zapikoski who will bring it across. On the near elbow, Harlan Davis pulls back out on the far lane wing. Wow. Weibel again looking for another 3. That went a little bit too strong. Perkins the rebound in traffic, got stripped. It's Weibel on the steal. Pulls it back to Brown. Now Weibel again reloading, and that one halfway down, rattled out. Rebound on the near side. Winfrey coming back here for the Red Raiders. Calvin right down the lane. Floats it up and in. Calvin Winfrey the third puts Uniontown on top. 22-21. 6:07 left before halftime. Uphold, good defense there on Brown. Falcons keep it alive. Weibel again hits it. No, check that. That's Zapikoski. Zapikoski 14.
You can tell
draining the 3.
His shot's a lot lower than Weibel's. Weibel's almost hits the ceiling.
You're right on that. Wallace missed down low for Uniontown on the other side. Zapikoski out of the pack with it again. Forward down to Amarion Brown. A miss. Brown got it back and lays it up and in. So Brown 10 already. Falcons back up 4, 26-22. 5:36 left before halftime.
Well, one thing you can see, Brownsville not intimidated playing against Uniontown.
Not at all. And they actually contacted, Steve, the Red Raiders. They wanted this game this year. And they're the ones who initiated the contest, said, hey, we'll travel. Not that it's very far.
No.
But they wanted a tough opponent, and they got one in Uniontown tonight. Here's Wallace missing the lane, got it back and put it off the glass and got the basket to go and one. Bakari Wallace working the offensive glass again tonight. Has 4 here in the second, 6 for the game. Red Raiders back to within 2 at 26-24.
That's on Harrison in the second. I don't think we've ever done a game at Brownsville, have we? Basketball.
Yes, we did last year. Shar Houston, Brownsville. That was the game before COVID.
At Brownsville?
Right before COVID hit. Remember, that was the only game being played before the governor shut everything down in December?
You're right.
Now Wallace to cap off the three-point play with a made free throw. It's good. In the Brownsville Uniontown game, Steve, I did back in the day, probably working with Arnie back then, or the old Brownsville gym before they had the new complex, which probably was built about 10 or 12 years ago. They do have a nice setup. We were up in the upper deck up there for that Brownsville-Shar Houston game. Teeter was stripped. Wallace has it. Forward there to Grooms. Grooms driving in, got too deep, put it off the bottom of the rim. It's floated back out. Uphold finds it, and he'll fire the 3 from the top of the key. It spins out, and in traffic, Harlan Davis with a rebound there for Brownsville.
Wow, a lot of physical play on the rebounds. The officials letting them play both ways.
This Brownsville team's had a lot of close games this year, a couple of overtime wins. Seems like every game they're in, Steve, is a tight one coming right down to the wire. In traffic, tough shot, but Brown got it to go again. Amarion Brown now with 12.
Another play could have been an offensive foul or a foul on one of the Red Raiders. He got sandwiched by Uphold and Wallace.
It's a 28-25 lead for Brownsville. Red Raiders trapped there. Grooms trying to pull it back. Out and right to Zapikoski. Zapikoski pass behind him. Brown cutting and scoring. Demarion Brown again. 6 here in the second. 14 for the game. Brownsville up 5 at 30-25. Grooms back to Winfrey now. Grooms again. Those two play catch. Winfrey between the circles. Near side uphold. Works off to his right. Brown comes out defensively.
Brownsville's for real.
Yes, they are.
They are for real. This is a good team.
We thought it would be tight. Wallace on the inside. Double team out of it. Winfrey back in the corner. Uphold coming near baseline. Pull it back on the far wing. Grooms up top. Bakari Wallace spots up for the open three. Wouldn't go down. He's only connected upon 2 threes all year. And off of a Brownsville player. Got deflected into the backcourt. So Winfrey able to regain here for Uniontown. And Winfrey's going to step up and take the three out the front of the rim. No good. Uphold another offensive rebound. Hands off to Bakari Wallace in traffic. Got fouled. I think both Teeter and Weibel saying, hey, what did we do?
Well, Teeter got ran into. He actually was reaching for the ball, and Wallace, going a little out of control, is, just kind of ran into him, and they call that foul on Weibel.
Correct. His first, team 5th. And the first of 2 free throws, no good for Bakari Wallace, who's 1 of 3 from the foul line so far tonight. Came in 31 of 56 for the season, 55%.
And that had to be a foul of some kind because there was a lot of contact.
There was. Second of 2 free throws from Bakari on the way and good. So Bakari Wallace with 6 here in the second, 8 for the game. Red Raiders back to within 4, down 30-26. 3:15 left before halftime. Zapikoski will bring it back across and up on the far wing there again to Demarion Brown. And up top, offensive foul called here on the Falcons.
Well, they call that on Davis.
Or was it Zapikoski? They were both there.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, Zapikoski must have been holding from the backside because Davis had the ball.
Yeah, I think it was called there trying to set up the screen here on the near side, or at least fight for positioning. Nonetheless, Red Raiders get it back down 4, 3:03 left before halftime. Wallace up top, touch from Winfrey. Near wing, Grooms back to Calvin again between the circles. Now Notorious and Calvin again. Those two playing catch. 2 freshmen out there for the Red Raiders. Grooms now has it on the wing. Little ball fake. Trying to come baseline. Good defense there from Zapikoski. Back to Winfrey. Floater might have been deflected down by Teeter. Kept alive by McLee, who lays it up and in. Kadrian McLee, his first points off the Uniontown bench. Pull the Red Raiders back to within 2 at 30-28. That's a second foul on Harlan Davis.
Well,
and he will check out. Cedric Harrison back in on the Brownsville side.
Good job by the Red Raiders keeping that ball alive, and a good job. Great, McLee just hustling. He's in there for Perkins, who they're giving him a rest there. Perkins only with the 1 foul, so they're just giving Christian a little breather.
This Brownsville team, Stephen, 3A, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. You can tell just by the way they play. Free throw from McLee, no good. Teeter had the rebound, but Evan Townsend came over and took it away there for Uniontown.
Just picked his pocket.
Yes, he did. Up top, a little slip, regaining, coming inside. Wallace missed on the drive. Teeter the rebound. Out to Cedric Harrison and across. Brownsville the basketball in a 2-point lead. 2:23 left before halftime. Edge of the zone up top there. Demarion Brown. Touch there from Elijah Brown. They try to come inside. Red Raiders find the loose ball. And it's Winfrey up top. 3 on the way. Off the back iron, no good there from Calvin. Tyler Weibel, the rebound for Brownsville.
Well, they got it back with Coach Davis over there. Wanted a kick on that entry pass earlier. It didn't get the call.
Demarion Brown driving again. Got fouled there by McLee.
Well, this Brown is a problem for the Red Raiders. He's driving in at will, and he's getting through some defense, and then he's creating some nice opportunities for himself. He's gotten to the line a couple times.
It's 14 already. Now his first of 2 free throws here upon the way, and no good. Already above his season average. Came in averaging 10 points and 5 rebounds a game. 5'9" junior. Actually looks a little bit taller than 5'9" out there.
He looks a lot taller than 5'9".
Second of 2 free throws, in and out for Brown. Uniontown the rebound. Townsend found it. Sends it across to Grooms. Back to Evan Townsend. And Grooms again will take a long 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Brown another rebound. That's Demarion Brown for Brownsville. And he'll take a 3 up top. It comes out. Offensive rebound. Weibel scores on the putback. So Tyler Weibel, 5 second quarter points. Brownsville goes up 4, 32-28. Coming back, Wallace got blocked there by Teeter, and a travel called on Bakari.
Now that could have been a foul on Teeter. It could have been a jump ball or a walk, and the Red Raiders get the short end of that stick with a walk call. And not saying I disagree with it. That's pretty. It looked like Teeter had a lot of ball and good defense. Oh, there's a steal.
Quick steal there from Calvin Winfrey. Trying to scoop it up, missed the shot, got his own rebound. Pulls it back out to Richardson. Up top, Townsend, high arcing. 3, good for Evan Townsend.
Don't know if he called the bank, but the Red Raiders will take it.
And he has 6. And Uniontown back to within 1, down 32-31. Pull up Jay from the foul line, no good. Zapakoski. Winfrey, another rebound there for Uniontown as we approach the 1 minute mark of the second quarter. Winfrey got tripped up, ball goes out of bounds, but ruled off of Uniontown and out, so it'll be Brownsville's basketball.
Oh, there was some contact there, right in front of you, Brian. And
yes,
he tripped down, and you thought maybe they'd get a foul call, but Falcons get it back.
And their lead at 1. Marion Brown again on the outside, watched by Richardson, comes inside. Teeter comes free, couldn't get the shot to go, and McLee the rebound there for Uniontown. Off to Grooms and across. Notorious Grooms trying to come down the lane, almost lost the handle, regains over to Winfrey in the corner, resets Townsend, back on that wing, looking for another 3, not this time. Rebound pulled down by Brownsville. Cedric Harrison in traffic. Off to Elijah Brown. Pressure there by Grooms. Almost had the steal. Elijah keeps it alive and brings it across here for Brownsville. 30 seconds left in the quarter. And Elijah Brown stays with it and draws a foul underneath. Might be the second on Kadrian McLee.
Break for Brownsville there as Brown was kind of going a little out of control. Good defense by Notorious Grooms. And then he whittled his way all the way down to the basket and got the foul against McLee, who would just stand there, an innocent bystander.
First of 2 free throws good for Elijah Brown. He missed his first 2 free throw attempts in the opening quarter. Brownsville back up 2 at 33-31.
Tough break for McLee. He was just basically standing right underneath the basket, and Brown ran into him.
Brown's second free throw good again, so Elijah Brown hits both. Brownsville back up 3 at 34-31. 27 seconds left here in the second quarter. Grooms back to Calvin Winfrey. Has it here high on the left for Uniontown in the Brownsville zone. The Raiders might take the clock all the way down. Over to Richardson, and now Winfrey again. Down to 15 seconds left in the quarter. Now Calvin backing out a little bit. Sends it off to Evan Townsend. Townsend with 5 seconds left. Back to Grooms. Go time now for the Red Raiders. Grooms down to McLee. Cuts and scores. Kadrian McLee, solid way to end the second quarter. And the Uniontown Red Raiders back to within 1 as we go to the locker room. We'll get a halftime coaching interview with Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman, brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. And Coach Gladman, Brownsville's for real. They came to play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Stuart Davis got to get them going tonight. We just got to clean up a few things on our offense and our defense, and we'll be okay.
Coach, did you guys realize they were that good before they came out here tonight?
Absolutely. We don't underestimate anybody on our schedule. We can't undermine anybody on our schedule at the same time. We just got to come up with some intensity and a little energy and pick up our pace of our game.
Coach, appreciate your thoughts, Steve.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, Coach, that they're actually coming after us. Demarion Brown's really doing a good job, and your guys are doing a good job. But the good news for you guys, you really don't have much foul trouble, so you should feel pretty good about defensively.
Of all the mistakes that we made in that first half, we're lucky to be down 1 point. So that's one good thing. I mean, we're still within reach of the victory, but like I said, we were going into the locker room, cleaned up a few things, and we'll come back in the second half.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Pretty good basketball so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My man.
At Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman, Red Raiders down 1 at the break, 34-33. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you in a moment here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Chris Parker Jr., it's a new year, so what's new for 2022 at Autoland Hyundai?
2022 will bring a tax refund for many people. So if you're expecting a tax refund, stop in at Autoland and ask us about our deferred down payment program.
That makes buying a new Hyundai easier. Any other special offers?
The entire Hyundai lineup has great offers, such as the 2022 Venue hatchback with 0.9% APR up to 60 months. Or get $750 off with HMF bonus cash. And when the snow arrives, don't get stuck without all-wheel drive. Be prepared. Stop in at Autoland and check out our all-wheel drive Hyundai Konas, Tucsons, and Santa Fe's.
And, of course, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection, and 3-year complimentary maintenance. Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown. See them online at AutolandHyundai.com. Or phone 724-437-9999. That's 724-437-9999 for Autoland Hyundai.
Remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
When you're hurt or need help with a legal matter, call the law office of Lisa J. Boudet. With 30 years experience and included in best lawyers in America, Attorney Boudet specializes in helping the hurt in matters of personal injury, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, as well as deeds, wills, estates, and power of attorney with a free initial consultation. For more information, phone 724-938-1355 or visit BoudetLaw.com. Attorney Lisa J. Boudet with a new location, 304 3rd Street in California.
Farm fresh milk, straight off the farm. Jackson Farms.
For farm fresh dairy products produced, processed, and packaged and sold right there, stop into Jackson Farms Dairy Store, Route 40 at Briar Hill. Check out the delicious hot items at Jackson's. Eat it or take out. Jackson Farms Dairy Store featuring quality dairy products, the most delectable homemade ice cream you'll ever eat, and you can play the Pennsylvania Lottery. Best of luck to all of our local teams this season from Jackson Farms.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes with the colon cancer screening update. If you have no close family member with colorectal cancer or precancerous polyps, you are at average risk and should begin screening at age 45. Colonoscopy is the most sensitive screening test and only needs done every 10 years. Stool fit testing and Cologuard are usually effective screening options, with fit testing done yearly and Cologuard done every 3 years. Learn more at swgispecialist.com.
Come see what everyone's crowing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or sides? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 at Hopwood are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic.
Brian Rosenek and Steve Supert back here at Uniontown High School. Brownsville leads Uniontown 34-33 here at halftime. Steve, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, thanks, Brian. So I'm finishing up, adding a couple here, but I think, I got it right. Okay, so for the Red Raiders, they're down 34-32. Christian Perkins has
34-33.
34-33, yes, that's right. That's why I was a little off. I was trying to add that up. Okay, Perkins has 2 points. Winfrey with 4. Bakari Wallace with 8 points. Grooms with just 4 so far. He's averaging 20 a game, so Red Raiders need to get him going. McLee, though, nice job off the bench with 4. Uphold with 5. And Townsend, those 3-pointers, 1 in each quarter. He has 6 points at the half. They scored 16 in the first, 17 in the second for 33 at the half. For the Falcons from Brownsville, Damarian Brown leads the way with 14 points. Zapikoski chips in 11. Elijah Brown with 2, Weibel with 5, and Teeter with 2. They scored 16 in the first, 18 in the second for a slim 34-33 halftime lead. And this has been a pretty good one so far, Brian.
And we're back with the second half in 3 minutes here on WNBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year, with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Third quarter underway. High arcing three, no good. Uphold, and Brownsville another rebound. Falcons lead the Red Raiders 34-33, opening 30 seconds of this third quarter. Be Damarion Brown bringing it across. Brownsville working right to left as we describe it, and they have an open look long 2 up top. That was off the mark there from Harlan Davis with the on-offensive rebound down the blocks from Tyler Weibel. They'll keep it alive. That's Zapakoski in the corner. Air ball there. Red Raiders break back with Notorious Grooms. Grooms almost strip stays with a good feed underneath, and Bakari Wallace goes strong for the 2. That puts Wallace in double figures with 10 in Uniontown on top, Steve, at 35-34. Grooms almost a steal there on Zapakoski. Jumper from the far elbow, good for Chance Zapakoski, and he has 13 already.
Yeah. And Wallace does that a lot. He just has a knack for getting in the right spot at the right time and get that loose ball and put it up and in for the Red Raiders to take the lead.
Grooms inside Wallace, leaning and missing. Ball tipped out of bounds and ruled Uniontown's basketball. They're going to say it went off of Harlan Davison out. Harlan's been surprisingly quiet for Brownsville. 6-foot sophomore. Came in averaging 7.6 points and 6 rebounds a game. He's yet to score here tonight. Red Raiders send it into Winfrey, back in the corner, baseline drive. Grooms try to hand off, Uphold, got intercepted by Zapakoski again.
Coach K did not like that call on the steal. He thought there was some contact, and Brad Yeoman says no, all ball.
Marion Brown again up top, shoveled back, this time to Weibel, who drives and gets fouled underneath. It's going to be the second on Perkins.
maybe. Could be on Winfrey. We'll see who they call it on. Winfrey was trailing him. And they do get Winfrey, I believe. Let's see who they posted.
You're right, Steve.
Yeah. And I think the officials, they're letting them play. They have been very liberal with not blowing the whistle a lot tonight, but it's been the same both ways. So as a player, yeah, you got to appreciate that. It's almost like a nice pickup game where they're not calling too many fouls, but the players can adjust to that, and it seems to be fair both ways.
Free throw made there from Weibel. Puts Brownsville up 2 at 37-35. Now Tyler Weibel for his second. Up on the way, and this one no good off the back iron. Offensive rebound underneath. Missing on the putback there was Cedric Harrison. And the Red Raiders, Bakari Wallace out of the pack with it. Bakari driving back. Was fouled. Shot attempt no good, but Bakari will have 2 free throws upcoming here for Uniontown.
That's either going to be on Harrison or Teeter. Let's see who they call it on. And that's going to be on Teeter. That's his first. Big guy, 6'4", senior.
Only 2 off the Brownsville bench for Teeter so far tonight. Wallace, first of 2 here, no good for the Red Raiders. And Bakari.
Seems like he's 50%. He misses one, he makes one. He misses one, he makes one.
2 of 5 right now, Steve?
Yes.
Second of 2 from Bakari. Again, no good. 2 of 6. Yes, you did. 37-35. Brownsville the basketball in a 2-point lead. Demarion Brown will bring it across. Fronted there by Grooms. Bounces it off to Zapakoski. Tried a little dump down there for Harrison. Got broken up. And the Red Raiders on it. Grooms coming back. Floater in the lane. Good for Notorious Grooms to tie the game at 37. Grooms just 6 points so far tonight. 2 in every quarter. Came in averaging over 20 points a game. Marion Brown sending it down low. Leaning. Missing there was Harrison, but cleaning it up. Aiden Teeter puts Brownsville back on top. 39-37. 5:33 left here in the third.
Well, Brownsville, Red Raiders are putting a little push on, and Brownsville comes right back, and both these teams playing some pretty good basketball. This has been a good game.
Has been. And Falcons have had an answer every time so far tonight. Winfrey back to Grooms. Good defense there from Demarion Brown. Back in the corner, Uphold for 3. Out the front of the rim, no good. Another offensive rebound. Wallace got fouled there by Brown.
Well, there's another example of Wallace just getting in there and creating something good for the Red Raiders. That second foul on Brown. I didn't have him for one before. I must have missed one earlier, but that's the second they post for him.
But Laurel Highlands did a good job last night, Steve, of boxing out Wallace. He did not get one offensive rebound the entire game, which is extremely rare for him.
Yeah, he gets his share of loose balls. I mean, that kid just. You just watch him play and you think, how is he getting all those rebounds? But he just has a knack to know where to go.
Uphold in the corner for 3, reins it in. Tanner Uphold, well, he's had a great week for the Red Raiders, and that 3 there is second made 3 of the game. Puts Uniontown on top at 40-39. Zapakoski must lost the handle, fights with it, shot with the left hand, no good, but Teeter cleans it up on the far block. That's 2 putback baskets for Aiden Teeter here in the third quarter.
Snuck in from the backside, nobody around him.
Brownsville back up 1 at 41-40. Winfrey back over to Grooms. Baseline there, Uphold, and now Notorious again. Uphold back in the corner. Grooms up top. Now Uphold again. There's 2-play catch here on the near side. We're down to 4:23 left here in the third.
Notorious looked like he wanted to pull the trigger there. He didn't do it. There he goes.
He's going to pull it now from the far side and connect.
Maybe he wanted to get on the other side of the court.
His first made 3 of the game, but his 35th made 3 of the season. Puts Uniontown on top by 2. Coming back in traffic, Demarion Brown draws the foul. You had both Uphold and Winfrey there.
I think they're going to get Winfrey on this one again because he reached in, and even though Tanner looked like he tripped him from the backside, but that'll be the second on Winfrey. And not a non-shooting foul. And they take out Teeter, gets a little bit of a break.
Second team foul of the second half on the Red Raiders, and they bounce it and looking for Demarion Brown, and he lost the handle. Out of bounds back over to Uniontown.
Good look, but the pass was just a little off, and it hit him in the shin, and it went right back out of bounds. Would have had a layup if it would have been a little bit better bounce pass.
You're right on that. Here's Notorious to bring it back across Uniontown. First time bringing the ball across with a lead in quite some time here, Steve. They'll kick it back in the corner, looking for more. Calvin Winfrey missing there on the 3 ball. We'll go out of bounds here on the near side. Ruled Uniontown's basketball. Falcons don't like the call. Jake Miller was on it here on the near side.
And who's in there to get the rebound? But Bakari Wallace. He's everywhere on that offensive rebounding.
He'll get it here off the inbounds pass. Back to Uphold. Now touch from Notorious Grooms. Far side Calvin Winfrey in the corner now. Bakari again. Up top Winfrey, now Grooms. Good defense on the outside from Brownsville. Now Uphold will launch the three and hit it again. Tanner Uphold, his second made three of the quarter. Puts Uniontown up 5. Timeout Brownsville. 3:32 left here in the third. Road Raiders lead it by 5, and we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us, here for you.
Coming out of the timeout, quick two there, Cedric Harrison for Brownsville's first two of the game. Now the Falcons back to within 3 at 46-43. 3:17 left here in the third as Grooms brings it back across for Uniontown. Perkins sets the screen. Grooms stays with it. Grooms right of the lane. Tough shot, but able to bank it in. Notorious Grooms. 7 here in the third. 11 for the game is scoring. Coming alive, Steve.
Yeah, he's definitely heating up a little bit.
Marion Brown on the outside. A little switch back here with Harlan Davis. Davis fighting off the double team, called for the travel. And Davis just has not gotten into the groove yet tonight for Brownsville.
Well, he grew up here. He was a Uniontown kid, transferred over, I think, after his freshman year, right?
Correct. He was on the Uniontown roster. You're right on that. Here's Winfrey, steal. Cedric Harrison coming back and got fouled there by Winfrey. That'll be 3 on Calvin.
Yeah, that'll be 3 on Calvin.
At least prevented the easy 2.
Yeah, if you're going to get a foul, I guess that's a good one to take. You don't want to give up an easy layup.
Red Raiders still lead by 5 at 48-43. 2:41 left here in the third. Harrison will get 2 free throws. Stuart Davis on the far side talking to both Browns, Demarion and Elijah. First of 2 free throws, no good there from Cedric Harrison. We're back tomorrow, more high school hoops. Thomas Jefferson hosting Laurel Highlands, 7:30 tip. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Ford of Uniontown and Jimmy John's, Walnut Hill Plaza.
I noticed the referee, Jake Miller, was talking to Aaron Scott from the Uniontown staff, and I was wondering what they were talking about, but I just figured it out. I'll let you know.
Both free throws no good for Brownsville. Wallace comes back with a quick 2 for Uniontown. He has 12, lead at 7 at 50-43, largest lead Uniontown's had tonight.
He's trying to get security to stop kids and people running from underneath the basket during play. It's kind of distracting for the players and dangerous.
Correct. Driving shot with the left hand. Good scoop and score there from Zapakoski. And Chance Zapakoski's 15 tonight. On the Brownsville side, they're back to within 5, down 50-45. Uphold coming baseline near side here for Uniontown. Got stripped. Zapakoski again through defenders back into the Uniontown zone. Chance staying with it. Sends it off to his right on the elbow. Good feed. Davis down low. Finish Cedric Harrison. Harrison with 4. Brownsville back to within 3 at 50-47. 1 possession game. Under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Grooms back across here for Uniontown. Over to Uphold. Coming baseline far side. Rotates back outside the arc. Now in front of the Uniontown bench, Bakari Wallace. Wallace switches back with Uphold again. Ball came loose out of bounds over to Brownsville. Think we'll see any fatigue, Steve, on the Uniontown side here at all in the second half? Third straight night they're playing very physical and athletic game last night against Laurel Highlands, and they're going end-to-end with Brownsville tonight.
Well, I think the fact that the officials are letting them play. Not a lot of foul calls. What that does is it also makes the pace of play go faster, so there's not as many whistles.
Zapikoski for three, and the tie hits it up top. Big time shot, Chance Zapikoski, and we're knotted up at 50 with 1:11 left here in the third. 7-0 mini run for the Falcons. Coming back, Grooms in traffic, got pinned up there by Davis, got it back, missed the shot. McLean in traffic, drew the foul. His shot attempt no good, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming. Entertaining tonight, Steve. 1:01 left here in the third, tied at 50.
And that one, who'd they call the foul on? They didn't post it yet.
Unless it went on Marion Brown, his third.
Yeah.
He had 3 up there before. Calvin Winfrey picked up his third. It will also be Brown's third. Brad Yeoman talking to Jake Miller right now. And now they're going to put 21 Harlan Davis. It'll be Davis's third.
Yeah, so scratch Brown. He's only got 2 then, and Davis has 3.
And he'll have 2 free throws here for Kadrian McLean. He misses on the first of 2. Kadrian 0 of 2 at the foul line tonight. Came in 59% for the season, 17 of 29. Kadrian second. Line drive good for Kadrian McLean. He has 5. And the Red Raiders up 1 at 51-50. Again, we'll see Uniontown again on Saturday on the road at Montour. Pittsburgh Basketball Classic game scheduled to tip at 6. Don't be surprised if it tips a little later. Big day of basketball out at Montour on Saturday. Good feed down low underneath Cedric Harrison. Leaner missed it, got it back in traffic. Foul called here on the Red Raiders. Got Bakari, Steve, that'll be his third. Remember, he fouled out last night against Laurel Highlands. Non-shooting here.
Surprise. He hustles so much underneath the basket.
Off the inbounds pass, Elijah Brown for 3 at the back iron. No good. Offensive rebound there. Harlan Davis comes back inside. Another foul called. It's going to go on Uniontown.
That's on McLean, I believe. And that should be his third. So
correct.
Now the fouls are starting to mount up a little bit. Of course, we're getting towards the end of the third.
5 team fouls on the Red Raiders. 3 personals on Winfrey, Wallace, and McLean. Falcons stay with it. On the inside, a little give and go. It was Harrison off to Zapikoski, and Zapikoski with the finish.
That was fortunate. The ball got tipped from behind, and it went right to Harrison, and he flicked it right back to Zapikoski. Almost looked like a design play, but it was pretty fortunate for the Falcons.
Brownsville up 1 at 52-50. Uphold trying to give Uniontown the lead back, and he rattles in a 3 from the top of the key.
That's 3 threes for him on the third.
And 4 for the game. He has 14 points, and at the buzzer, Zapikoski's 3 balls at air ball. So Uniontown will take a lead to the fourth quarter. They're up 54-52. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DelaRoseLaw.com.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
54-52. Uniontown leads Brownsville by 2 as we start the fourth quarter. Game was tied at 16 after 1. Brownsville led by 1 at halftime, 34-33. Now Uniontown leads by 2 at 54-52. Brownsville's largest lead of the night was at 6. Uniontown's largest lead at 7. Crossover 3 attempt, no good there. Zapikoski. He'll be over the back on Teeter off the rebound.
Yeah, I thought maybe they might not call the foul and just called out of bounds, but they clip him with a foul, and
he was over the back, though.
He was definitely. I think the officials have done a fine job.
I agree. Jake Miller. On the near side, Dan Butler and Brad Yeoman all here tonight. Wallace down low, Uphold, try to send it over. Teeter might have altered the shot, deflected off to Perkins, sent far side. Grooms comes back inside, got blocked again by Teeter, but Teeter might pick up another foul.
Well, that's either going to be on Teeter or Brown. Let's see who they. Yep, they're going to give it to Brown.
That'll be his third.
Yep.
Amarion Brown had 14 at halftime. Steve did not score in the third quarter. Now Grooms at the foul line here for Uniontown. First of 2 free throws again, no good. Notorious with 11 so far in this game.
Sorry, I never noticed it before, but I can see what Jake Miller's he's talking about. The fans keep walking back and forth, and the officials are running over there on the baseline. And, you let those little kids run over there, and one of those kids is going to get run over one of these days.
Second free throw was good for Notorious. That'll give him 12 for the game. Uniontown's lead at 3 at 55-52. Brought back across by Elijah Brown. Try to go down low. Teeter ball out of bounds and back over to Uniontown.
Well, to have that. See, there goes another one right there. Like you got to have,
especially the little kids.
Yeah, I mean, you almost have to have like a hockey game where they don't let people walk down till there's a break in the action. It's very rude at a hockey game to do that, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's one of my pet peeves when I go to a game and people get up right in the middle of the action.
Yeah.
Here's Uphold here on the near wing. Plays catch with Bakari, back to Grooms. Now Bakari again, he'll launch a 3 out the side of the rim, no good. Got it back off the rebound, comes back inside. They're going to give him the and one.
Yeah, I think
yes,
so.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Wow, continuation granted. Bakari Wallace, he has 14, can make it 15 at the foul line.
That one should be on Teeter.
It is his third. 6th team foul on Brownsville here in the second half. Now you'll have Teeter check outs and Harlan Davis back in for Brownsville. Again, Harlan is yet to score tonight for the Falcons. Now Wallace, a big free throw here with Uniontown up 5 at 57-52, and it's good for Bakari Wallace. So 15 for Bakari. Uniontown back up 6 at 58-52.
The dangerous part of the game, that Brownsville has had an answer every time the Red Raiders had a run, and vice versa, but they need to get something going here.
A little juggle. Are they going to call a travel? No, a charge call there on Elijah Brown.
Wow.
I thought he might be a travel there, Steve, because he juggled the basketball a little bit going in.
He did juggle it. He was losing control of it, and then he went through. There was some contact, but I didn't see him run over anybody. That was an interesting call there. And a good break for the Red Raiders. Not so good of a break for the Falcons.
Uniontown with the basketball up 6. No look pass down low to Perkins. Perkins had it knocked away. Good defense there from Cedric Harrison. Sent forward to Amarion Brown, who leans and scores. First 2 of the second half for Brown. He has 16 for the game. Brownsville back to within 4, down 58-54.
Well, the Falcons needed that. And
here's Bakari leaning, missing on the backside. Uphold going for the rebound in traffic. Got stripped going up, ball loose on the court, and somehow Wallace kept it alive. Good ball movement down to Grooms. Got fouled, almost the and one shot wouldn't drop.
Whoa.
Technical foul.
Yeah, there's going to be a technical foul. Now that's going to be, I'll tell you what happened. If after Weibel, they called the foul on him, okay, and then he didn't like whatever Bakari Wallace said to him, and Bakari had his back to him, and he threw the ball. He kind of shoved it in Bakari's back. Not too bad, but he shoved it. So that'll be 2 fouls probably on Weibel on the same play.
He had only 1 so far in the game.
So
yeah, but they put 2 up there, Steve.
Yeah.
So now 9 team fouls for Brownsville. So you should have.
That should be 3 on him then, because it was the same player that had the foul. But I don't.
And he was in the act, so he should get 4 total free throws, or 2 at least, that he would have the option of, or that he would have to shoot. Then he'd have the option of putting somebody else on the line, and he misses the first of 2.
Did he make the shot?
No.
Okay.
So this will be the second here, and then Uniontown should have their choice as far as who they want to have shoot the technical free throws. Grooms makes the second. So he has 13 for the game.
Let Grooms shoot the next 2.
Lead now at 5 for Uniontown at 59-54 with 6 minutes left here in regulation.
It's a big turning event in this game, and now the Red Raiders will get the ball, correct?
Yes. Grooms, his third of 4, no goods. Is only 1 of 3 at the foul line during this sequence. Lead still at 5. The 4th of 4 goods. He had 2 of 4 at the foul line. Has 14 now for the game. Will be Uniontown's basketball. They lead by 6 at 60-54 with 6 minutes left here in the 4th. And Calvin Winfrey will trigger it in here from in front of us at midcourt. I'll bounce it back to Notorious Grooms. Barks out of play, directs traffic back into the Brownsville zone up top. Watch there by Cedric Harrison. He'll take a step back 3 and hit it from the top of the key. Largest lead of the game for Uniontown. And Notorious Grooms hits his second 3 of the night. 63-54 Red Raiders. 5:35 left here in the 4th. Demarion Brown coming free. He'll get it 2 down, although he has 18.
This is the time of the game where the coaches earn their money. They got to come up with some strategies.
Grooms again. Hits another one.
Of course,
his dad's going nuts, Steve, off to your left. And it's a 10-point lead for Uniontown. Looking for the answer back. Zapikoski misses here on the near wing. Torrey Grooms back on it. Kicked in the corner. Hands up. Uphold. It's another one. Uniontown red hot right now from the outside. Uphold has 17. Lead at 13 at 69-56. 5:05 left here in the 4th. We're back in 60. Here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Uniontown hitting some big threes here, Steve. In the 4th quarter, they've drained 3 threes, 2 from Notorious Grooms. They only had 4 points at halftime. They scored 16 here in the second half. Uphold also a big 3. Brownsville trying to get some back, and a good feed, Elijah Brown. Down to Cedric Harrison on the far block. Harrison laid it up and in. Falcons, though, still down 11 at 69-58. 4:45 left here in the 4th.
With that zoomy energy fit did for the Red Raiders, it put them in an opportunity there to run a little clock now and shorten this game.
Looking for another 3, and he hits it from the near wing. Safe to say he's feeling it right now. He's drained 3 threes here in the 4th quarter, and he has 23 for the game, lead at 14. His family, Steve, is going nuts.
Yeah.
That's putting it mildly.
His mom just got out of the snack bar, so she came in at the right time.
Might want to settle down his dad a little bit. Brownsville trying to answer back. Well off the mark there. Harlan Davis just hasn't had a shot tonight. Battle for the loose ball rebound. And what do we got? Was a timeout granted there? Yes, it was on the Uniontown bench. 3:58 left in regulation. 72-58. Uniontown, we're back in 60. Here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
As we come back, quick foul call on Brownsville's Elijah Brown. And Brownsville over the limit. Steve, double bonus the rest of the way for the Red Raiders. There'll be 2 free throws here for Notorious Grooms.
The Red Raiders have outscored Brownsville 18-6 in the 4 minutes and 6 seconds of this fourth quarter, and that's been the difference in this game.
And Grooms has 12 of those points, but he misses on a free throw here. He's had a busy fourth quarter, or just over halfway done.
He's hit 3 threes in a row.
And made 3 free throws, at 3 of 7 at the foul line. Misses both here. Brownsville the rebound. And Grooms fouling Marion Brown.
Only the 6th foul on Uniontown, so they'll shoot 1-1 after the next foul.
Foul went, as we said, on Grooms, just his first. And Brownsville have a 1-1 off the next Uniontown foul. Cedric Harrison on the wing. Off to Zapikoski up top. He'll take a 3 and banked it in again. Zapikoski's been hot as well from the outside. He is 23 for Brownsville. 72-61 Uniontown, 3:30 left in regulation.
Coach going to pull it out. They're going to force Brownsville's they can't just let them run the clock out, so Brownsville's going to have to come out and play some defense.
They're letting Grooms dribble right now, high on the left. They'll go cross court near side over to Winfrey. Little mini weave, switch back with Bakari Wallace. And now Grooms again as Wallace set the screen. Nice no-look pass as McLeod comes free for the quick 2. So good motion offense out of the Red Raiders. They go back up 13 at 74-61 as we go under 3 minutes left here in the fourth. Elijah Brown switches here with Zapikoski. Off on his right to Cedric Harrison. Pulled back to Elijah Brown. Tough shot in the lane. Came up short, but he was fouled.
Good job by Brown to actually draw the contact. And now we may have a foul away from the ball here. Let's see what happens. The official was looking over at Wallace, who is away from the play. So let's see what happens here. They call it on Wallace.
That'll be his 4th now. See, we talked about the shortage of officials this year. The Uniontown girls were scheduled to play here at home tomorrow, and the game had to be canceled. They don't have officials for it.
Wow, that's a shame.
Well, free throw from Elijah Brown has it now at 74-62. Falcons down 12, make it 11 as Brown connects from the foul line. 74-63. 2:47 left here in the fourth.
Get your certification. Get your whistle out. You can come over.
I'm busy enough here. Yeah. Our 4th straight game this week. And we'll have 6 straight for you again. Laurel Highlands, TJ tomorrow, Uniontown, Montour on Saturday.
And the Red Raiders not taking threes now. They don't need to. They're going to force Brownsville. They're going to have to start fouling eventually, unless they're just going to let the Red Raiders run this clock out.
The double-digit lead right now for Uniontown. Uphold, edge of the zone. Uphold coming on the inside, driving and missing. And underneath, Harlan Davis. A good rebound there for Brownsville. Got rolled out here on the near side. Saved by Elijah Brown. And Elijah will work out of his own zone now for the Falcons. He'll send it down low. Coming free for a quick 2, Cedric Harrison. Harrison now 4 here in the fourth, 8 for the game. 74-65. Falcons got it back to single digits at 9. So the Red Raiders in no hurry right now.
No, I think the Falcons have to show a little more urgency on defense. They can't just let Grooms out here and dribble.
I agree. 74-65, 140 left. And you have Brown fronting Grooms, who sends it off to Winfrey on the far side. Says, come and get me. And now Calvin dancing around out there. Off to his left. Shovels it off to Uphold. Brownsville's going to have to foul. McLeod posting up. Back to Winfrey. They've taken about 35 seconds off the clock. And finally a foul from Harrison. Should have done that from the get-go.
Well, I mean, you know, the way Winfrey's 0 for 2 from the line. Well, really, you can't be that selective at this point. The Red Raiders have not. That's the one thing they have not done well tonight, is shoot free throws. And that's Brownsville's only chance to get back in this game at this point.
Winfrey just 4 points so far in this game. He's 0 of 2 from the foul line. Okay, 2 here. First of 2 up on the way and good for Calvin Winfrey III.
Well, when you need him, fourth quarter, trying to preserve a victory, that's a good time to make one.
Lead back up to 10 and 75-65. Second of 2 free throws from Winfrey. This one rattles out underneath. Big offensive rebound. Kadrian McAlee, and we're going to get a foul called down low.
They're going to call.
Let's go on McAlee. His 4th.
And that's going to put
Brownsville will shoot a 1-and-1 on the other side.
Wow, that'll put Davis, who has not scored.
Came in averaging 7.6 points and 6 rebounds a game, as Steve said. Played his freshman year here at Uniontown.
Hear the crowd.
They calling him a traitor?
They're calling him a traitor. They said he's a traitor. They're giving him a hard time.
Front end of a 1-and-1 from Davis. Good. First point of the game. That's just cruel.
Kids are kids.
Yes.
I'm sure
75-66.
I'm sure he's heard worse over the years.
I'm sure.
From something.
Student sections have been great this week.
Yeah.
Second of 2 free throws from Davis. No good. Offensive rebound, though, brought down in traffic. Elijah Brown trying to reload. Edge of the zone. Nice save there. Zapikoski to keep it alive. Elijah Brown another touch. Falcons need to go. They're down 9. Brown trapped out to Zapikoski. Line drive 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound. Harlan Davis scores with a putback. So a good possession for Brownsville. They got 3 points and they'll take a timeout. They're down 7. Uniontown 75, Brownsville 68, 102 to play. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $279 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease it for GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends January 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Let's face it, sometimes local is better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. But what about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Playho is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Playho today at 724-439-9700. Russ can help you with the protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
102 left in regulation. 75-68 Uniontown. Red Raiders with the basketball. Uphold sends it into Winfrey. Winfrey a little space. So pull it back out here on the near side. He'll get fouled by Zapikoski. And Calvin will have 2 free throws here again for Uniontown. What do you have for overall here, Steve, from the foul line? 2 of 4?
1 of 4.
1 of 4 so far with 5 points. Get 2 here. Make the first of 2.
2 of 5 now.
Give him 6 for the game.
Let's make it 3 of 6. See if he can make this one.
He's able to connect here. Lead back up to 8 at 76-68. 57 seconds left. Winfrey's second free throw good again. So Calvin solid here at the line in the fourth quarter. Red Raiders lead by 9. Brownsville again goes quickly. They'll go into the corner again to Zapikoski. Reset up top. Davis back to Zapikoski. And now back on the wing. Uphold with a block there on Demarion Brown. And another quick foul on Elijah Brown.
That might do it.
Yes, it will.
That'll put Notorious at the line.
Tanner Uphold has had a great week for Uniontown.
That was a block. He came flying in.
He had 7 steals, Steve, on Tuesday against Southmoreland.
He's got 4 3-pointers, 17 points, 5. Check that, 5 3-pointers tonight for him.
First of 2, no good for Notorious. That one was halfway down before coming out.
You have him with 20 points, we said? Did we talk about that? 7? No, he's got more.
Notorious up to 23 right now. And he'll make it 24 with a made free throw there. 78-68. Uniontown leads by 10. 38 seconds left here in the fourth. Floater left of the lane with a left hand, no good. Zapikoski in traffic. Rebound pulled down by Bakari Wallace. Out to Winfrey. Bounced uphold cross court near side. Brought down by Grooms. He'll hold, and Brownsville just might let this one go. Grooms is going to dance around with 20 seconds left. Lead at 10. Now we'll pull back out. Let's see if Brownsville fouls. They'll play a little defense here on Winfrey, and now Amarion Brown will foul with 13.3 left with the Falcons down 10. I think Stuart Davis just wanted him to let it go tick-tick. Be 4 on Brown. Another pair of free throws here for Winfrey. Calvin, first of 2 on the way and good. 8 points tonight for Calvin Winfrey. A make here will put him at his season average. Calvin for a second. No good. Brownsville the rebound. 10 seconds left. Elijah Brown bringing it back, and he'll drive and miss. Perkins the rebound, and they'll dribble out. And that'll do it with Notorious Grooms. He will not shoot, and Uniontown will win it 79-68. We're back to tell you all about it on our postgame show brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. If you're injured in an accident and can't agree with the insurance company on a settlement, you may have to go to trial. You'll need an attorney that's familiar with the process. As an assistant district attorney, I'm comfortable in the courtroom and have experience that not all attorneys do. Call me or Trip Radcliffe today and set up your free consultation for any personal injury case. 724-439-3939. We're easily accessible in Uniontown and provide Saturday appointments. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Farm fresh milk, straight off the farm. Jackson Farms.
For farm fresh dairy products produced, processed, and packaged and sold right there, stop into Jackson Farms Dairy Store, Route 40 at Briar Hill. Check out the delicious hot items at Jackson's. Eat in or take out. Jackson Farms Dairy Store featuring quality dairy products, the most delectable homemade ice cream you'll ever eat, and you can play the Pennsylvania Lottery. Best of luck to all of our local teams this season from Jackson Farms.
Uniontown a 79-68 win over Brownsville. Very competitive game. Back on our post-game show with Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman. Interview brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. And Coach of Red Raiders came to play after being down by 1 at halftime in the second half. Some great efforts from Notorious Grooms and Tanner Uphold. Those guys were hot from the outside.
Yeah, Tanner's been playing very well this week, tell you the truth. And he's been playing on all cylinders in all areas and aspects of the basketball game, tell you the truth. Rebounding, passing, playing defense, scoring. Notorious is our bright future as a freshman. He can do a little bit of everything also. But, yeah, I'm glad those two kind of sparked us in the second half.
Coach, normally – a game like this, you think defense going to get it done, and it did. You guys played good on defense.
Yeah.
But you guys outscored them 46-34 offensively, where you had the burst, and you just kind of exploded there in a couple spurts.
Well, first and foremost, we're mainly a defensive-minded team, tell you the truth. But like I said, we had a couple mishaps, and they're hats off to Brownsville. They came out ready to play. But like you said, we need a little bit of a scoring punch, and we were clicking on the I think we had a couple three-pointers that shook it up.
Well, you had 4.
More than a couple.
Yeah.
You had there was a stretch there in the second half. Well, you had
Notorious.
4 3-pointers from Notorious and 4 from
Tanner. Tanner hit 5 tonight.
Yeah. He had 1 in the first half, but they had – so you guys the 3-point shot was terrific. And then let's not forget about Townsend kept you guys in the game when they were kind of beating us up a little bit. He had 2 3-pointers in that first half, so you guys had quite a few threes, and you got to be pleased with that effort.
Absolutely, 100%. Like I said, our offensive mind is we have to play consistent. If we play consistent and persistent throughout game in and game out, we're going to put ourselves in a good situation.
And Saturday is going to be a good test against a very solid Montour team. You look at the quality losses they have this season. I think the Lincoln Park, North Hills, and Quaker Valley, all solid teams, and all 3 were close games. They have 5 senior returning starters from a year ago, and they're just a great program. That's going to be a playoff-type atmosphere, I think, at Montour on Saturday.
Absolutely. It's going to show where we stand at as a team, and it's going to show where we stand as in our section also. And as far as the seedings also. So we got to go up and show that we're legit and we can play and just play our game.
Coach, you get a day off tomorrow, and we'll see you Saturday up at Montour. Should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, my man.
Thanks, Coach. Ware Gladman joining us again, brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. And our post-game show brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Steve, with your final numbers on the way next. Red Raiders win it over Brownsville, 79-68.
4 to Uniontown and trade me in.
Hello, this is John Clinton, and I want to share with you just how easy it is to purchase an incoming vehicle here at 40 Uniontown. When you arrive, we'll show you all the inbound inventory that we have coming. We'll go over all the packages and equipment. Then we'll appraise your current vehicle and put together an offer just for you. When you accept the offer, we tag that vehicle sold and call you when it arrives. It's just that simple. Of course, we'll go over all the purchase and lease incentives to make sure no... It's all true, and you don't want to miss out. Are you thinking more pre-owned? We have over 100 Ford and non-Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs are ready to move. I have a special thank you for our recent customers that helped us raise $5,000 for the Fayette Friends of Animals and $4,000 for the Fayette County Food Bank. Your car knows, shouldn't you? Top of the hill across from Applebee's or FordofUniontown.com.
The new year has begun, and soon it will be spring. Time to start thinking about painting and redecorating. If you're looking for a professional painter or contracting service, call Perkins Painting and Contracting. With years of proven success in the tri-state area, Perkins Painting and Contracting is your local solution for all of your painting and contracting needs. Call 724-322-1285. That's 724-322-1285 for Perkins Painting and Contracting.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
I'm worried about this winter weather. How are we going to get to the grocery store for the next few months? I'm not too comfortable driving in the snow anymore, and with your disability, you definitely can't drive.
You know, the last time I went to the doctor's office, they're talking about FACT.
FACT?
Yeah, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. FACT will come to the house and pick us up. They have fixed routes to places like Pittsburgh and Uniontown, even Nemacolin and Woodlands. FACT also has a shared ride program that schedules you to go to places like the doctor's office or the grocery store.
Well, you know, the grandkids will be at our house when school's canceled.
FACT lets anyone ride the fixed route bus, and children under 12 accompanied by an adult ride for free, as do us seniors age 65 and up.
Wow, FACT might be the right answer for us this winter. Do you have their number?
Yes, it's 724-628-RIDE or factbus.com.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers walkout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Brian Rozak, Steve Superick back here at Uniontown High School, 79-68. Red Raiders defeat the Brownsville Falcons. Steve, is your final stats, and they're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, for the Falcons, Damarian Brown finishes with 18 points. Harrison with 8. Zapikoski with 23. He led the way. Harlan Davis with 3. Elijah Brown with 4. Weibel with 6. And Teeter with 6. They scored 16 in the first, 18 in the second, 18 in the third, 16 in the fourth, 68 for the game. For the Red Raiders, Christian Perkins finishes with 2 points, Winfrey with 8, Wallace with 15. Grooms exploded in the second half. He only had 4 at halftime, but finishes with 24 points. McLee with 7, and Uphold, hot tonight from the three-point line, finishes with 17 points. And Townsend hit those 2 3-pointers, and those were big in the first half. He finishes with 6. And the Red Raiders had 16 in the first, 17 in the second, 21 in the third, 25 in the fourth, and outscored the Falcons 46-34 in that second half for a 79-68 victory.
Well, Steve, 4 games down for us now this week. We're at TJ tomorrow at Montour on Saturday, and that'll wrap it up for you folks on Facebook Live. Certainly has been a fun week so far.
It's been fun so far. Got another one tomorrow, another one Saturday.
And you had a trip to Florida in between.
Yeah, and I went to Florida and came back on the same day. It's been a long week.
Red Raiders win it 79-68. Again, we'll see you tomorrow, Laurel Highlands and TJ, and then Uniontown Montour coming up on Saturday. We're back with one final segment on the radio side. Right after this, Uniontown wins it 79-68.